welcome to Geekology. I'm David.
I'm Sven.
And tonight, Star Trek, the Next Generation Bluetooth communicator. Now, as it has been said a couple of times before, I'm a bit more of a classic fan. And I did the classic Trek communicator.
Yes, and I'm most definitely the Next Gen fan.
So it's only fair that you start us off with this bad boy. So,
now you might be thinking, why are we reviewing this? There's lots and lots of reviews of it running around.
I'm not thinking that because this is the Mark II.
This is the Mark II. This is.
There are no reviews of this kicking around. None at all. We are the first.
The giveaway is the box, because instead of having the 50th anniversary logo and the gold version of the Star Trek logo, it's the silver version, which is not the Next Generation logo. We won't go there.
Hang on 2 seconds. If there are no reviews of the Mark II on the entire of YouTube, does that mean that we have an exclusive?
That was the general plan I was going for, yes.
Woo! We got an exclusive!
World first. As long as I get it edited fast enough.
We're going to check YouTube tomorrow. There's going to be 100 reviews before.
I'm going to try and get this out the day after this has arrived, because it's like the night. It is now, what, 11 o'clock?
No, it's 12 o'clock. It's midnight.
It can't be midnight.
Shit.
Have you changed your clocks? No. Have you? No, it's 11:15.
Okay, it's 11:15. Alright, fair enough. We've spent the night down the pub.
Space Dock Birmingham. So, just looking at the packaging.
Because there's been a change of packaging since the Mark I.
Yes, because obviously 30th anniversary Next Gen logo, silver version of the Star Trek Next Generation logo. That's not the Star Trek Next Generation logo at all, but CBS is forcing this on everybody. FameTek logo, Bluetooth logo, and communicator badge. On the top it says features classic chirp sound effect. Connect to your phone, tablet, or PC wirelessly. Answer or make phone calls, text or emails. I'd like to know how does it take speech to them?
How bad is that they can now call TNG classic?
Yeah. Use with third-party apps for translation or directions. Good
and
word.
a voice command is the answer to your earlier question.
Yes, I know. Talk to Siri or Google Now with press of a button. Hands and ear-free communication. Neodymium magnet for strong clasp.
Right, let's have a gander.
That's repeated on the bottom. And on the back...
I don't want to talk about your problem.
And on the back, basically, Bluetooth Combadge to phone can be up to 33 feet or 10 metres range. That'll do. Massive audio, high-powered micro transducers. Micro
Has
USB,
a transducer!
Micro USB rechargeable lithium-ion battery, LED display for battery and functions. There's a blue and red light on the bottom, in other words. Mil spec PCB and SMD parts for amplification, so surface mount design. Built-in microphone, phone calls, text and emails, and it gives you the dimensions. Choking hazard, blah 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 blah, and of course there's a FameTek logo on the front and the back, and there's a little bit of a diagram showing you what each of the parts are.
Okay, so
I do wonder why they need to tell a Trek fan quite what all the connections are on a Bluetooth device.
yeah, it's kind of fun though, isn't it? Okay, so as Sven said, it's a matte finish box, classic logo, Star Trek with Next Generation written underneath it.
I'd much prefer if they had the actual Next Gen logo.
It would have been better.
CBS aren't allowing people to use that.
I know, which is so silly. They should go with that. I do like the new version of the 30th anniversary logo. It'd be really nice to see that in some sort of pin format. But hey, you know,
it's been done.
Oh, okay, I've not seen that one yet.
Fan sets.
That one's been me. Right, so yes, the back is.
It's on my list of things to get from fan sets.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just hope to get a UK dealer at some point, because getting them from the States is a little expensive.
Okay. So this all seems
Yeah.
straightforward. Come on, open this up. Let's give it a try.
I did admittedly open it earlier to make sure it was all in there. Right, so taking the top off, there's actually a plastic part that kind of helps hold the pin in place, or hold the Combadge in place, should I say.
Technically, it doesn't count as a pin.
No,
there
it
are
doesn't.
No pins.
No, quite.
Our good friend neodymium.
Yes. Foam insert, which holds the Combadge itself quite firmly in place.
Quite a lot of foam there.
Yeah,
you really need that much to pack it in a box
well,
that's solid.
They've left a gap for the
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's appropriate, considering it's been shipped overseas as well.
No, I'm just thinking it's like a really solid little box.
Yeah, so you've got a USB cable with a normal USB-A to a micro USB connector. In there we've got 3 bits of paperwork. We've got a black and green mainly diagrammatic representation of the communicator. I think that's a real life. I'm having real problems making out the writing on that. The text, because it's a very dark green on the back.
This is incredibly, it's black background with very dark green.
Yeah.
And my first criticism straight off the bat is going to be that whilst the TNG logo at the top is correct with the font there and the Enterprise D, the rest of the graphic artwork regarding the badge seems as if it's been compressed. So if you look at the artwork of the ship and the logo, bang on, perfect, although yes, dark. But if you look at the shape, very compressed.
I think it's because of the way they've exploded it. It's the angle it's at. Yeah.
Okay, but to be fair, it's
quite difficult to see. That green needs to be much brighter.
Okay.
To be able to see it a bit better, to be fair. Minor niggle. Warranty card, which is only valid in the United States. We have very different laws in the UK to the States as far as consumer law is concerned. Specifically, we have the Consumer Rights Act 2015, which American companies generally probably would be very scared of, to be honest. Only
because it's going to cause them a real pain to get the packaging done.
Well, no, it's all of the backup stuff and all that kind of thing. There's the instruction manual. I struggle with this a little bit because the font is so small.
But in all fairness, it's a small box.
Yeah, it's a small box. I would rather that was spread over double the length.
Yeah.
So I could read it a little easier. That's as it sounds. But it certainly does the job it needs to do. Okay. It's just a little bit voice. It might be because it's 11 o'clock at night.
No, that is tiny print.
To be fair. Okay, and then it's quite.
Let's be honest about. Okay, let's be honest about this. We're Star Trek fans. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. We need this and this, and you already pre-charged this. So let's get to the important part.
Charge.
Alright, I tell you what, before we actually plug it in and review it for the item that it is, i.e. a Bluetooth communicator, let's look at it from an aesthetic point of view, shall we? So they've got a nice matte gold, the shape looks good.
Yep.
A little bit chunkier than an actual prop. Now, me and Sven have both handled original TNG props, so we can both say without a shadow of a doubt. But considering what it is, fair enough. I would say, okay, now bearing in mind I've not got scales out, that the back is about the same weight as the front, which is a bit disturbing.
Well, yeah.
You know, all the weight is in the back.
Well, it's not all the weight, half the weight.
Half the weight.
But actually, I would say the back's slightly heavier.
Okay.
Very slightly
But
heavier.
from an aesthetic point of view, it's very nice.
Now, we must say at this point, we never had a version 1 of this.
No, it's a shame. We couldn't get our hands on it.
And we are quite aware, and thank you to FameTek for actually sending this one over to me, because we spoke to them. They loved one of our previous reviews of something else, and they've basically gone, yes, please review this. So I was like, okay. I'm not going to take much arm twisting.
We're always happy to do reviews. As long as you're happy to watch the results of our reviews.
And I'm aware that there was some consternation from people reviewing version 1 that the neodymium magnet wasn't strong enough. I think that's a stronger magnet. From what I don't have the original one to compare with, but from what people said, that seems.
But you know, see, I don't get why people complain about neodymium magnets, because they're so much better than their predecessors. But if they're really that unhappy with the magnet that comes with the item, put an extra one on the back.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, they all add up.
Yes. Now, considering what we saw in Discovery the other week.
Oh yes.
Was it last week? Yes.
It was last week. Discovery last week.
I'm very tempted to get my name
Star.
name and stuff.
But
stuff
in all fairness, I do like the logo.
Yeah, that's really nice.
It is nice.
And evokes Discovery, because Discovery uses its own logo, which is the Starfleet Command. Right, so David's grabbed his phone, I've got mine. I've paired it up to mine. All you needed to do is turn it on and it actually goes into pairing mode, and you just need to select it off your Bluetooth list on your phone and it's all connected up. Right, let's get this on above my current Badger Ray.
You're Badger Ray?
Badger Ray.
Are you sure you're not Fox Ring?
Yes. For those of you wondering why I've got a poppy on, it was Remembrance Sunday just gone, and it's I generally wear it for another week afterwards. Because there's family history there, shall we say. I shall not bore you with that. Okay, apparently to activate Google Now, or Google Here, or whatever it's called, I can tap it twice. So, play the theme tune from Star Trek The Next Generation on YouTube.
Sure, playing Star Trek The Next Generation theme HQ on YouTube.
That's quite loud.
That advert alert.
No, they're not getting paid. Oh. Yeah, that's nice.
Well, obviously it's not got an awful lot of bass to it, but it does the job,
Well,
doesn't it?
it's... Yeah, okay. Let's see.
Sven to Enterprise.
Just a little echo. Okay, that's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Chirps on and off.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any manual volume on it, or is it all controlled?
It's all controlled through here, so...
So that's it. Is that its loudest?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cut it down to half the volume. Let's see what that's like. Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Just from a copyright point of view, we're okay to have that playing?
Not really. But we've been talking over it, so we should be alright. Okay, let's try another track.
Hang on. I have a...
I'm worried.
Can you bring up YouTube on your phone? And volume up is...
Side rockers.
Okay.
It's a Sony.
Right, here we go.
Before anybody goes, what the hell is that? It's an American comedian singing Klingon. I'm so sorry.
There's a link to this video up above.
Down below.
Down below there.
That might be both.
Okay, that is very impressive.
Yeah.
Okay, so the voice command works.
Yeah.
Fine. Decent volume. We've seen it work on the system. We saw the other one work on my Apple system before. Aesthetics, fine. Weights,
Fine.
You're wearing it, but in the hand it feels
Yes,
fine.
it's fine. Not got a problem there at all.
Okay.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Again, didn't have a V11.
No.
This is the V2. They have been doing some firmware updates for them as well, so that's quite interesting. So if you have a V11, you might be able to do a firmware update to make sure the specifications are very similar to. Yeah.
That is a really nicely crafted device. I'm, to be brutally honest, very surprised.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be that good.
That is.
This is the thing, is I think the V11 was got some very mixed reviews.
See, again with the I'm a classic fan. I went with the classic Trek Bluetooth communicator, but having actually physically held one of these now, that's
It's quite intriguing because I really want that classic Trek communicator you've got. I want one of them. Because they're epic and you want one of these.
I want one of these. This is, yeah, I mean...
I can see us at an event with you on one side of the hall and me on the other. Communicating.
Definitely. Okay, right, so let's try and break this down as we do our normal reviews. So, the packaging. Well, you know, for the size of it, it's incredibly strong, steady
it's
box.
a very strong box. To be fair.
Foam.
Yeah, as you'd expect.
I don't feel they wasted anything with the packaging here, but it's good, solid, yeah.
That is.
I would criticise this for the colour being too dark.
Yeah.
I just feel that's a shame. I agree with Sven.
I mean, I think basically that RGB value should be 02550. Frankly,
I do agree with Sven that the print, whilst the print on here is readable, I wear glasses, so
I think it might be worth bearing in mind that Next Gen is now 30 years old, and therefore the people trying to read it are 30 years older than when they were watching Next Gen the first time.
This could do with being bigger.
Yeah.
But those criticisms apart,
they're barely relevant.
The actual product. So let's not score it on this.
No, quite. Let's go with that.
Actually, let's be really pragmatic about this.
Okay.
Box and packaging for security of item.
Fine.
I give it 9 3/4 out of 10.
Yeah, because not much more they could do. To be fair.
Yeah, there's not much more they could do. Whilst the print quality is nice. It's too small, too fiddly. I'm giving them a 4 out of 10 because whilst it is accurate and it is pretty, it is too small.
Yeah, it's hard to distinguish.
So what would you score that on?
I'd give it about a 5.
Okay, so you're going to go with 5.
I'd give that a 10 though, because the only thing that would be better about this, and it would be an additional to the product, I would basically say you need to charge another £10, £15, is it should come with a set of pips.
You can't have add-ons to it.
Yeah,
it's not an add-on thing. Okay, so the communicator itself, what are you giving?
Well, bearing in mind battery life is anything between 2 and 24 hours from a full charge, depending on how much you're using it, which is, fair enough.
Well, it's tiny.
Yeah, I don't think it takes long to charge up, by the looks of things. I'm surprised at how loud it is.
I'm surprised by that.
I'd be interested to see how loud it seems in a hall, which is not something we can really do.
We will have to test that at
We'll test that at the next event. In fact, Toy Fair, NEC, 27th of December.
There you go.
I'm impressed. Obviously, I'd like it a little bit thinner, but with current technology, that ain't going to happen. They're having difficulties getting it thin enough
to be brutally honest,
the
thickness doesn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean, the Voyager one's going to be difficult because you can't put the circuit board in quite the same way.
Yeah, but could you, I mean... Okay, without that.
Yeah. For what it is, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm very surprised. I'm very pleasantly surprised by it. I think some of the people reviewing the version 1 might have been quite harsh on it for what it was, or it's had a significant upgrade. The neodymium magnet seems stronger than as suggested in the earlier reviews.
Yeah.
So I think that's been upgraded potentially. But again, if you're worried about it, just stick another neodymium on the back of it, which is something I'll probably do for an event or something.
Well, this is a good example. Let's hold this.
Okay.
Okay. We'll conduct a little experiment.
Okay.
So there's the badge, and there's the back. Right.
Okay.
Okay. This is paper, not material. Should we actually check this in material? Nah, it's not. Okay. So right, you hold that.
Okay.
Okay. Right. And let's stick a neodymium on the back.
Yeah, a significant amount more force. So yeah, recommend a further neodymium on the back just to reinforce it.
Okay.
Rare earth magnet if you can. I can't give it lower than 9.
Okay, fair enough.
In fact, I'm going to give it a 9.5.
Fair enough. Right.
I really don't have a problem with that, and I like the fact that the back is metal, so I can inscribe my bloody name on it.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take the back off it because we're not going to count the back. I'm going to give this a 9.5, and I'll talk through my reasoning like this. Whilst aesthetically, bang on, got no issue with that whatsoever. I can't believe how lightweight this thing is. It doesn't feel cheap. Because you know you hold something, you know,
it certainly doesn't feel like that.
This doesn't. I'm not commenting on the plastic. The only way this could have got a 10 from me is if this was metal. And if this was metal, it'd have been 3 times the weight of this and would probably have had some sort of interference with either battery or the connection or something.
The Bluetooth might have struggled with it, to be fair.
It would have been nice if they could have hid the jack at the back, but I don't see any way that they could have done that and maintained the thickness of the item.
Yeah, because of the way that,
there's no way.
Jack would have been soldered on.
The switch connection for it is beautiful. You can barely see the line on it. This is an incredibly impressive product. Now, I saw the version once, and I only saw them in glass cases. And I wanted one, as in, oh, it's a Bluetooth communicator, blah blah. But I wanted the Classic Trek one more. Yeah. But now I've physically held one of these. Hell yeah, I'm going to be getting one of these. This is gorgeous. It really is nice. Feels sturdy, good quality.
It's not cheap plastic, so.
No. And as you said, because people are very funny about the neodymium, and I think they made the right decision with making it neodymium. Yeah. And if you're that bothered about it, add another battery to the back, because the battery. To be fair, oh sorry, I said battery and I meant magnet. To be fair, that is good. That is very good. I mean, you saw the one I had; it almost twice as thick. Yeah. But yeah, so a good solid 9.5 from me. A product that I will definitely be getting.
Yeah, and it's as a next gen fan, it's an absolute must buy.
Yeah, if you're a TNG fan, it's a must.
If you at any point intend to wear anything uniform like next generation wise, put one of them on it and tear around your convention talking to people.
Yeah, definitely.
It's epic.
Right, well, that about sums it up for our comments, but we'd love to read yours, so please leave them in the comment section below. You can subscribe to us here on YouTube, and you can follow us on both Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget the Flickr account for the high quality pictures. Thank you for watching, and good night.
Phone David.
Calling David Zabiella, mobile.
Is that on silent?
No, it hasn't rung. There you go.
There we go.
Now it's on silent, yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Fair enough.
It's so loud.
Yeah. I'm impressed.
Okay.
Bye, one.
Alright, and... Ooh. Okay. Ooh, just for a laugh as well, since you've got the camera going. Can you YouTube our channel? Get it to play our theme tune. I wasn't in it.
Go to YouTube and play the Geekology theme tune from one of the videos.
Okay. Note to Editor Sven, I will not do any more of these videos if the picture before this does not appear in the Flickr account. Yeah. Oh yeah. But I'm making sure that picture gets in there. It's a great picture.
FameTek sent us something to review. How nice.
3, 2. Hi and welcome to Geekology. I'm David.
I'm Sven.
And tonight, we have a Bluetooth communicator.
Yes.
Well, I did the Classic Trek one.
Yes.
And I am a Classic Trek fan.
Yes.
You're TNG's bitch. Therefore, it only seems fair that you commence with this one.
Don't do that without the bitch.
Oh yeah. Hello, bloopers.
Bit rude.
Okay, 3, 2.
No, that's not having it. Is that even on? What's going on?
I'm not seeing the white side, isn't it? Oh, there you go. It's flashing blue.
Play Star Trek Next Generation.
Sorry, I can't find any Chromecast to cast-enabled TVs linked to your account. You can add devices in the Google Assistant settings.
Wow, okay. Didn't expect that. Okay, I meant the theme tune, but alright.
Just for a laugh as well, since you've got the camera going, can you YouTube our channel, get it to play our theme tune? I wasn't going to let.
Go to YouTube and play the Geekology theme tune from one of the videos.
Hi, and welcome to Geekology. I'm Dazzling Dreams. And tonight, how we just going to say the ship name? Because Captain is a special. It's kind of a special. It's not a special.
You are special.
It's like a set. So I selected in the Star Trek, the official starship collection by Eagle Moss. Yeah. And okay, well, let's read it.
Cool.
I must be tired and dancing.
And welcome to Star Trek Month. Right.
It was a good month.
It was a good month.
I wanted to review this for you.
Every September.
And I scraped the box like I did with the classic trick. There I know. Yeah.
Star Trek communicator.
There you go. See, we can use that intro. We don't have to do a new intro.
Yes, we would. No hints at all there. So, what you get is a description below for where to send it to.
And they did!
Okay, I know this is childish, but ready?
Yeah.
Now you listen here. It's not the Messiah. It's a very naughty boy. Now go away.
You could have just a little bit too much fun.
Yeah.